been able to achieve it?
Well, I'd like to, we're both anxious to get into this one. Look, Senator, it's not just a question of demanding all freight get banged onto rail and that'll be the end of the problem. It's going to require actual transport management. And that's the problem with this Perth freight link. The government has confused transport infrastructure with transport planning. What we really need to do with Fremantle Port is we need to plan what we're going to be doing with the freight and then decide what infrastructure we need. And it'll be a combination of, especially Port of Fremantle, improving its internal efficiency to reduce those costs for rail delivery of containers, because there's a heck of a lot of double handling within the port. And on that...
So can I just clarify, is your point that if the Fremantle Port itself gets additional efficiencies, then it will make freight competitive to road, rail competitive to road here in Perth?
It'll certainly, I believe that it will reduce the costs. I don't know the efficiencies, the cost efficiencies that are available, and part of the problem for that is all the modelling for the Perth freight link is commercial in confidence. We don't have access to it. But I do want to draw attention to this sentence at the top of this piece of paper here that I've taken from the Fremantle Port Container Movement Study in 2012, which points out that, and in terms of the time of delivery, the majority of containers that are taken from the Port of Fremantle are not delivered to the customer. They are delivered to a freight yard. And then when the customer's business is open, they send a separate truck, pick up the container, take it for delivery. So the Port of Fremantle simply put a stopwatch on and figured out how long it takes for most of their containers to get delivered to their customer. It makes not 1 second of difference whether it goes by train or by truck, because they're going to freight yards. So in terms of cost efficiency and time efficiency for customers, there is no virtue in the Perth freight link. Getting bigger and faster trucks to take containers to a freight yard will not improve things for customers.
With that statement, that was a pretty big statement you made then. So on what costing basis, so again, what modelling have you done to demonstrate your last statement is true?
That statement was taken directly from the Fremantle Port Container Movement Study of 2012. That's what I based it on.
But again, let's come back to my initial question. If it was so easy